The wait is over. The Highlanders will put months of off-season work to use this Friday when they play the Brumbies in Queenstown. The match is their first pre-season encounter, with coaches choosing several rookies to play. Their opponents will also use the game to unearth some new talent, signing Japanese international Harumichi Tatekawa. Highlanders assistant coach Tony Brown says he is aware of the midfielder after spending time playing and coaching in Japan.
He's just a young kid. He plays first five, second five, so he's a good player, and I think he sort of wants to follow in the footsteps of Fumi. So it's pretty exciting for Japan to get another guy representing Japanese rugby.
Brown famously brought Highlanders' favourite Fumiaki Tanaka to the province 2 seasons ago and has brought 2 other players from his old Japanese club to Dunedin. One player, Shota Hori, now plays Super Rugby in Melbourne, while the other player has since returned home after failing to impress. Brown has tight links to Japanese rugby and says there are many players who are wanting to be a part of Super Rugby.
Yeah, definitely. All the Japanese rugby players want to play at the highest level, and they see Super Rugby as being that. So I know a lot of guys who want to try and take that challenge, but obviously there's not too many that are good enough, so it'll be interesting to see how this young kid goes.
He had not brought anyone over this season, but says there are still a few players at his old club Panasonic wanting to make the move to Super Rugby, but says it takes a lot of commitment.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's got to be up to the player to commit to come into New Zealand, because it's obviously not as profitable for them. So, if they're willing to make the sacrifice, then we'll give them the opportunity.
Meanwhile, All Black Ben Smith returned to the squad this week after an end-of-year break and says he is eager to get back doing what he does best.
It's good to be back, and the boys are going really well. So, it's playing a bit of catch-up now for us. We've got to get up to speed with what they're doing, so looking forward to that.
Smith says the international game is growing and feels these new signings could become a growing trend.
Yeah, it is good, and it's they bring their experiences from where they've been playing. It's the same with Fumi and Matthias, and that's probably a way that rugby Super Rugby's going. Is there's quality players that are from the likes of Argentina and Japan that are getting picked up by Super Rugby teams.
The team will leave tomorrow and play on Friday night at the Queenstown Recreation Ground. And if their opponent's new player impresses coaches, it might not be long before we see more international players joining in the Southern competition. John McKenzie, 39, Dunedin News.